Okay, buddy, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started on the comparison of two bows on the range here. First, we shoot across this chronograph. First thing I'm gonna shoot is gonna be the Recurve bow. This is 40 pounds at 28 inches. It's a 58-inch AMO overall length, and my draw length of 29.5 inches. I'm pulling 42.6 pounds according to my digital bow scale. I'm gonna shoot two types of arrows. First arrow is gonna be the Port Orford cedared arrow, 5/16 with 4-inch feathers on them. This arrow weighs 440 grains. Uses a 100 grain point on the front. 440 grains, that's about 11 grains per pound of draw weight, roughly. Next is going to be use a hunting size arrow, which is a hunting weight, which is between 580 and 600 grains. This is also the same length, 30 inches. Uses a 145 grain point, 5-inch fletchings on them. That's about 14 to 15 grains per pound of draw weight with this bow. So let's see how they both fly across this chronograph. Shooting the Recurve bow first, and then we'll move to the longbow. First one will be the lightweight 440 grain arrows. Okay. All right, here we go. First arrow, 440 grains. $167. $167. $167. All right, three of them. $167. Extremely consistent. Okay, 167 with a 440 grain arrow. That's about 11 grains per pound roughly. Now we have the 580 to 600 grain hunting shaft. Let's see how these move. $146. $157. $146. Okay, now we're going to try the hunting weight arrow. Remember, these are 580 to 600 grains. That is roughly 14 to 15 grains per pound of draw weight. Let's see how it shoots. 146. $148. $143. Okay. Okay, as you can see, they're very comparable in speed. I think the Longbow's got a little bit of an edge on it. Might be because it's a little bit longer. It does have a little bit of an edge on the Recurve, which is kind of, usually Recurves are faster, considering all things being the same. But in this case, the Longbow is just a tad bit faster. Let's see how it shoots accuracy-wise. We'll shoot here first, see what we can get up to, okay? Okay, we're going to go ahead and shoot this target next. Okay, we're going to shoot 3 arrows from the Recurve and of the lightweight and 3 arrows of the hunting weight. We'll shoot it first. Your lightweight are 440 grains, and the heavyweights are 580 grains. Let's see how they work. 20 yards. Okay. Alrighty. Not bad. About a 3-inch group. A little bit high, not much. Okay. Let's see how the hunting arrows do now. 20 yards. Okay, not so bad. Another about a 3-inch group there, 20 yards, just a little bit low, which I figured that would happen because it is a much heavier arrow. All right. Also, these arrows were spined 45 to 50, and these have a spine of 40 to 45. So these are going to shoot better in this bow, so just spine correctly for it. These are a little bit over-spined. That's what I had available at the time. All right, let's try the Longbow now and see if it does get the same result. So far, the Recurve bow, I mean, it shoots smooth. It's much quieter with the heavy arrows, of course. There's little to no hand shock, and it's fairly accurate too. So let's try the Longbow, see how it shoots. All right. Okay, we got 3 arrows here. Again, about 3 inches, maybe a little bit less, all in the kill zone. Let's go ahead and try the hunting way arrows now. Same 20 yards. Okay. All right, as you can see, that's a much tighter group. It's less than 3 inches right in the kill zone. This bow favors the heavier arrows better. So, with the heavy arrows, this bow is really quiet. I mean, there's hardly any, there's zero bow shock with that longbow. Longbows usually have a lot of hand. This has zero. It's super quiet with these heavy arrows, and it really likes those heavy arrows, as you can see. They both shoot about the same, though. I can't really see a difference between either one of them. Let's try a couple shots on the 3D target, and then we'll sit back and talk about them. Okay, for this shoot, we're going to shoot with the bows like the best. The Longbow prefers the heavyweight arrows, so we're going to shoot those first. And then the Recurve prefers the lighter weight arrows, so we'll shoot those up next, okay? 3 rounds, 20 yards, see what it looks like. Okay, there you go. Nice tight group, 3 inches right in the kill zone. Now let's try the Recurve. Let's take a look at the Recurve bow now. It likes the lighter weight arrows. Let's see how it shoots there. Okay, these are the lighter weight 440 grains. Let's see how the Recurve shoots. All right, 20 yards, same spot. Okay. Alrighty, that's with that group there is with the recurve bow. Again, I'd say 2.5 inches, all in the kill zone. Sounds like the recurve likes these lighter weight arrows, lighter spine, the correct spine formulas. The spine 40 to 45 pounds, it's 440 grains. The Longbow likes the heavier arrow, which are spine 45 to 50 pounds, and these run between 580 and 600 grains. Just goes to show each bow is going to, even though they're both 40 pounds, each bow is going to like a different set of arrows. You got to tune each bow for each set of arrows, and shoot so well. You got to tune. You have to tune your arrows for each bow, even though they're both the same weight. They like different arrows and different styles. Okay, so like I said, remember these here are tuned for that recurve. These are 440 grains, 5/16 Port Orford cedar. They've got 4-inch parabolic feathers on them with a 100 grain point, and these use Boining Knox on them. Okay. All right. Now, the other arrows, which are these here, these are for the Longbow. These are 580 to 600 grains. They're 11/32. They have a 145 grain point on them, and they have 5-inch shield cut feathers with Boining Knox on them. So the Longbow is tuned for these arrows. I've been shooting these, that's why it shoots so well. Really likes these arrows. So like I said, you just have to tune your arrows for the bow. But you can say they both shoot very similar. I mean, there's a lot of similarity between the two bows. They shoot very well. They're both accurate. So overall, I mean, you really couldn't go wrong with either or of the bows. Okay, they both weigh within a couple ounces of each other weight-wise. I'd have to say speed-wise though, I'd have to give it to the Longbow, because as you saw in the chronograph earlier, the Longbow actually shot these arrows about 3 or 4 feet a second faster, and these came out about 5 to 10 feet a second faster than the recurve bow, which, that's why I understand that. Usually recurve bows are much faster than Longbows, but that is a reflex deflex design. It is a longer bow, so that could have something to do with it. But I mean, that was surprising that the Longbow actually shot faster than the recurve bow, but I mean, it's nominal, within 2 or 3 feet per second, so I wouldn't concern myself with that. They both handle the same. Like I said, the recurve bow would be better like in a tree stand or a ground blind, just because it is shorter, as you can see. Take a look at it. Stand them side by side. Let's get them even. Yeah, you can see how much difference there is in between the two. This is a much shorter bow, so the Longbow is a lot longer bow for it. But they both shoot really, really well. You couldn't go wrong with either one. I mean, for around $100, $110 per bow, I mean, you can't get a better buy out there for a hunting bow for a traditional. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please click that like button. Also, be sure to share with your friends. If you haven't subscribed, please do so already. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to, that's all I gotta say. I mean, the channel is growing. Last couple months has grown quite a bit, and I'm really humbled by it. I want to thank you guys again. I know I thank you every time, but it's because of you guys I do this. I really enjoy making these videos and shooting these different bows and stuff, and I enjoy reading y'all's feedback as well too. All right. My final thought on the, my final thought on these bows is you cannot go wrong with either one. They're both quiet. They're both smooth shooting. They both have no minimum to zero hand shock. Either one, you just have to, it's a personal preference. When you like me personally, I prefer the Longbow, but you might like the recurve. You couldn't go wrong with either one. So get you one of these, try it out, get out there and shoot and enjoy yourself. All right, it's been Todd with All Things Archery and Shooting. I want to thank you again. Ciao.